this is on. And if you all want to close your eyes, that would be great because it would make me feel more comfortable. But anyhow, I'm Joan. Donna's my husband. We are both part of the silent generation. That's the generation that came before the baby boomers. And I still remember that freedom of religion was very important. So when I woke up this morning and found that Christians were under attack in either Nicaragua or Nigeria, it's such a culture shock because we came here for freedom. We had public Bible reading and prayer every morning in the schools. We had the King James version of the Bible, which is like a book of poetry. It was beautiful. And everyone believed. Everyone professed. It was a culture shock. Then I moved to Florida. I married. I was blessed with children after quite a few miscarriages. And I quit attending church. It just seemed right. As my friend Jess says, everyone has a reason to quit church. It's not necessarily a good reason, but everyone has a reason. And I felt a period of contentment, such contentment because the children made me feel so loved and needed, something I hadn't really ever felt. And I wanted them to feel that for Jesus. I didn't want to have them grow up and to know of Jesus but not love him. And so that's when the red letters of the Bible became really real to me. I talked with them about Jesus in terms of how my children made me feel, how contented I was, what a joy it was, and I wanted them to have that, how needed I felt. So when I would read to them and tell them about the Garden of Gethsemane and the loneliness and the sleeping disciples and a cup that had to be taken and the rejection of the spiritual leaders and the beatings and the scorns for his obedience. And I took his hand then, and when I experienced what he experienced, which is all my bad experiences, I walked with him holding his hand, and it gave him strength somehow. We just walked together to the cross. And I knew we would complete the trip together. I've always known. And now I'm old and my vision is dimmed, and that's why I started reading like there was no chance to read. And when reading the Bible, God began to talk to me through the scripture, and I started talking back to him. And even though my memories were faded when I thought back over my life, it was such a beautiful life. I had only good moments to remember. And the doors opened to me for meditation. The more I studied the Word, the more I meditated, and the more the universe opened up to me. I could see the order in his creation. There was no chaos. I could see what was behind it. And I know the target for this material life is El Shaddai, Adonai. And those are plural. And it means capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D. It's the Lord. All of him. And the word for sin in Hebrew is to miss the target. I like that too, because it seems like it's pretty good. All you have to do is just aim at the target. And when you're holding the hand of Jesus, he kind of adjusts your aim. You make miss aims. It's kind of like a practice, but he helps with that. And I'm still holding his hand, and I know when my time comes and I step out of this material world, he's going to take my hand like he promised to do at the cross to the thief on the cross that recognized and saw who he was. So that's my story.